How's it going? In today's video, I want to talk about setting goals for yourself and for your business. Now, I have an interesting point of view on setting goals. I think a bit different than most people. I know, like, if you read books or you watch videos online, someone will mention the acronym SMART. If you've never heard of the acronym, it's a way of setting goals. Basically, every letter in that word has a meaning. S is for specific, M is measurable, A is achievable, R is relevant, and the last one, T, is time bound. It's good, but I don't like that way of setting goals, because basically you have to limit yourself to something that can be seen as being realistic. And I do not like setting realistic goals for myself, because I feel like when you set a goal for yourself, you see that goal as the ultimate achievement in your life. Like, this is what I want to achieve. So you're almost putting that goal on a pedestal, and you're making it seem like it's almost impossible to achieve that number. So whether your goal is 10 grand a month, make 100 cold calls, like whatever your goal is, if you actually set that goal as your like ultimate goal, I feel like it's going to be a lot harder to achieve. Now, I have a personal story. I work at a door-to-door company. And basically, for a rookie, so a first year, a good number, like the ultimate goal that we want rookies to achieve, is 100 sales for the summer. So everyone's main goal was 100 sales. But what happened was that people were kind of putting 100 on this pedestal. They're like, oh my God, 100 is so much. Like, how am I going to achieve 100? Like, it's this crazy big numbers. And some people would actually break down the amount of sales they would have to make per day to reach 100 by the end of the season, which that I agree, that's a very good way of actually achieving your goals. But what I do on top of breaking it down per day is I almost double, triple, 10x my goals, and then break it down based on that new goal. So even though I might not achieve, let's say, 500 sales during the summer, I'm going to get a lot closer to 500 than if I had only set my goal to 100. Because once I reached 100, it's like, okay, like I got my goal, like I don't have to work anymore. But if I set it to 500, something that's impossible, I will never stop working, because I'm always going to want to grind to reach the 500, even though I'll probably never achieve it. But hey, I might end up the summer with 160 sales, 170 sales. Because for me, 100 was not even on my radar. Like 100 is nothing. My goal is 500 sales for the summer. So when you think like that, it makes you think of different ways and opportunities to actually achieve those bigger numbers. And even though you might not achieve them, you're going to be a lot higher than those other people who will set low goals. You know, it's like in a video game when you grind super hard to get this specific camo or complete this specific mission, and then once you get it, it's kind of like, okay, well, what do I do now? Like, it's over. And you don't want to get that feeling. Okay, you want to basically set yourself so that you always have to be working and you can never achieve your goal, because that's how you're going to reach those big numbers. So if your goal is to sign 5 clients and make 10 grand a month, make it 50 grand a month. What do I have to do to make 50 grand a month? Now, that's a very big number, but hey, maybe at the end of the year, you'll be at 14 grand a month instead of 10 grand a month, which was your actual goal. So setting big goals for yourself is mentally going to make you think of different ways to achieve them. And by doing that, you will achieve higher results than if you had set yourself realistic goals. That's how it worked for me. So whenever someone says set realistic goals for yourself, I tell them to piss off, and I don't agree with that mentality. Another thing too I want to talk about, many people have big goals, they're very ambitious, but if you never act on your goals, then like no one's going to know that you're very ambitious and you want to achieve these crazy results in life. The amount of people that told me at 25 years old, my ultimate goal is to be a millionaire. I want to make $1 million a year. And yet they're not doing anything to work towards that goal. You can set yourself crazy goals like these, but you have to actively work on them to actually achieve them. And just the fact that you're working on them to achieve a goal, you will be ahead of most people. So even if at 25 you don't reach $1 million per year, let's say you're at $200,000 per year, that's still a lot more than most people. So you're a lot further ahead of the game. And if you keep pushing yourself with these big goals, you will eventually reach a crazy level of success, and you'll be satisfied with your achievements. So that's how I set goals for myself. That's how I recommend you guys to set goals for yourself. And I'm telling you, if you start thinking that way, your business, your results will be 10 times better.